Hi, I'm Duncan from Enphase, and I'm lucky enough to be here in Cairns today to view an Enphase energy system installation. The system incorporates the IQ batteries, IQ system controller and IQ8 microinverters under each of the solar panels. The Enphase energy system starts with the panels and microinverters at the roof, and they're wired down to the IQ system controller and the IQ batteries. These installations usually take a day, but if it's a larger site with a lot more equipment, it might take a number of days to complete. Okay, so here is the equipment for an Enphase energy installation. This installation uses IQ8 microinverters. These are a new microinverter range. There are two versions, the AC version, which is 360 watts, and the HC version, which is 380 watts. These allow for connections to high-powered solar modules, and one of the advantages of IQ8 is that there are 14 amp input current, as well as having our longest warranty to date. With the microinverter installation, you can see that the components have been installed, ready for panel installation. So let's take a closer look at the microinverters and how they've been fitted onto the solar rail. Now, microinverters are designed for ease of installation, as they've got a mounting bracket. The mounting bracket allows for a rail bolt to be fixed onto the rail for security of the microinverter. Notice also the way that the microinverter is installed here, with the silver mounting plate facing up towards the solar panel. Microinverters are IP67 rated, designed for extreme weather conditions, and so is the design of the cabling system. And the cable system here used is called IQ cable. When the cable is installed, you want to ensure that you have the correct spacing between each microinverter to allow the cable length to be fitted correctly and secure without too much strain. So what an installer will do is measure an even spacing under the panels using the same length between each panel for the microinverter position. They might choose to use an offcut of conduit, maybe a piece of rail to the right length, so they've got an even spacing right across the array. Once the cable is plugged into the microinverter, it's then attached onto the rail. Might be cable clips, stainless steel cable ties. You've got a few options available. The key there is to keep the cable neat and up off the roof and well secured. The microinverter plugs into the Q cable. When the Q cable plugs in, again, easy to plug in, but you need to ensure that the cable, you hear 2 clicks as you plug each of the connectors in. That is because it's an IP67 rated cabling and microinverter system. I want to ensure that there is no risk of water getting into any of the cable ends or sockets in the installation. So that's the overall look at the microinverter installation on the array. These microinverters are now ready for the panel leads, the DC leads, to be connected directly into the genuine MC4 connector on the side of the microinverter, and the panels to be fitted. So we're now finishing the installation, and the team are completing the mounting of the panels and plugging each of the DC leads from the panels into the microinverter. As the panels are plugged in, ensure that there is a click and those MC4 connectors are locked into position. As you plug the panel in, you're also going to notice that there is an LED that flashes on the side of the microinverter. So that indicates that you've got the connections made, and now the panel's ready for mounting and fitting off. And as you fit off, ensure you've got a DC cable clip to support the cables as the panel's lowered onto the rail. After the panel is plugged in, it's a matter of fitting the mid clamps between the panels, adding the earth washer to the mid clamps, completing the installation with the panel down, locked onto the rails, and you're good to go. So the installation work's all been completed, now it's time to commission. So in order to complete commissioning, we've got the Enphase installer app open here on Brenton's phone. We're going to turn on all of the AC circuits, power up the installation, and then run through the commissioning process. Now, if you need further assistance with commissioning, you can always view the Enphase commissioning videos, which are now available online to watch. So we're going to go ahead and complete system commissioning and enjoy the Enphase energy system power.